Okay, and part of being rich, it's not just money. Like, you understand, rich in the truest way has a much broader definition to it. So I'd be cheating you if I just talk about like money, just paper. Like, really? Like, you guys are higher than that. Like, there's so many people, man, that have a bunch of zeros in their bank account, but they're miserable as hell. You 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 can be around their energy and feel it. Like, you don't want to be around them. They're arrogant, they're narcissistic. The only time they act nice is if you like are asking them like in some humble way, like, oh wow, praising them, and then they might give you a little attention, because they're miserable. Why are they miserable? Because they made a bunch of money and they found out they thought that was going to do something, and what it really did is made their problems worse. Okay, now money's cool. I'm not knocking that. I'm just adding to it. This is what I'm trying to do. So we're talking about being rich in the realest way. We need money because we live in a time and age where money's required. Unless you live way off the grid, but you got to be a badass to do that. Yeah, I'm not there. So I got to live here, and so I need money, right? And so I appreciate those who give me donations, and I enjoy these consultations that we do because I usually attract some higher level people, and we get into it. I like it. So you have your money, that's part of being rich. Then you have your vibration. When your vibration's high, man, I'd take that any day. If I had some genie and he appeared back in, and said, look, man, I can make you the richest person in paper in the world or the richest person in vibration. What would you want? Vibration all day. If you got the vibration, you're going to attract money. People are just going to want to give it to you. You see? You're tapped in, you're dialed in. This is something intuitively has to realize this. I think some of you do. Because, what was I going to say? Oh, wrote some things down on this topic because it's a good one. When your vibration raises, you're going to find the right work for yourself. See, if you're only focused on making money, you'll sell out and compromise and try to find something that's going to make you a bunch of money because you're focused on money. But then that may not be aligned with your heart, your true dharma and destiny. That's okay. Like, we got to learn these things, There's no way, like, we can't. You could listen to Jesus or Buddha or Muhammad. He could be here giving you direct knowledge, and still you're going to have to go make mistakes. Because this is the thing, nobody's exempt from that. Some things we get to learn ourselves. But what does happen when a true message gets shared with somebody who's a bit intelligent, this resonates, this accelerates the whole evolutionary process. So then your mistakes you can make less, or at least not as long. This is the purpose and point of me making videos, is that. So when it's all about vibration. When your vibration's higher, you're going to get the money. But not only going to get the money, you're going to get the money from doing something that you're supposed to do. It's going to have your gifts. We all have something, some gift. That's going to be what's getting you paid. You're not just going to pick something that you don't have any inner feeling for because you're obsessed about getting money. Like, I used to sell cars. I made a bunch of money. I think my highest month was like 10,000. And it sucked. I remember the day when the month ended and I got paid, I'm like, man, this isn't worth it at all. I felt like the exact words that went through my mind. I said, I felt like I sold my soul to the devil. All the corrupt stuff that goes down in the car business and the long hours and the stress just to get like a bunch of money. And then what are you going to do with it? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know what to do with it. Here's the other thing. Anyway, so it's all about vibration. Much more worthy than if you got a bunch of money. But what happens when the vibration raises, you're going to find the work that's aligned with you. And then, even if you weren't getting paid, somehow you're still satisfied because you're doing what you're supposed to do. But the universe understands you need money, so you get money. The other thing, though, I want to share is You know the definition of rich? I'm going to tell you my definition. I haven't heard anyone give this definition. Maybe, but they said it in their own words probably. This is my definition. So a millionaire, when people think about being a millionaire, you know why that pumps them up? You know why they get excited? Because then they think they can go do whatever they want to do. Because people want to do a bunch of stuff. They got a bunch of desires and things that aren't fulfilled. Why? Why do they have all these desires? Because they think it's going to make them happy. Ooh, I can buy this car and I can do that and I can fly to this place and I can buy a yacht. Be like Conor McGregor. He keeps talking about the Lamborghini yacht. You can buy motorcycles and jet skis and girls and everything. You can go to these restaurants, eat $500 meals, or go to Spagos if you're in LA or New York. This is why they want to have a bunch of money. Well, at some point, they're going to realize, like, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Fulfilling all those desires doesn't do anything. So when your vibration raises, you start to have less desires. You start to have less things that you're working towards. You're not obsessed so much with material accolades anymore because you see through it. You're like, why am I wasting my time on that? I like vibration. That gives me nice inner satisfaction. Okay, I'm going to turn my attention and energy into a spiritual practice and to getting my life clean because this is the ultimate, this is best. So as your vibration raises, I'm going to give the real definition of rich in a minute. As your as your vibration raises, you don't have any desires. You don't want to do anything. So you could not be a millionaire. You could be, I don't know, depends where you live. Let's say you have a minimum, according to society, a minimum salary a year, $20,000, $30,000, just depends where you live. You can be richer than the millionaire because you have money. What is rich? You have money left over every month because you can't spend it. Why can't you spend it? You don't want to do anything. You like to buy good food. I don't know, what else do you buy? You have a simple car, simple house. You don't have these burning desires to accumulate a bunch of things. You're not looking for expensive stuff. Whereas the millionaire, he's still not done. He needs to make another million. He still has more desires to fulfill. You're chilling at 20 grand a year and more rich than him because you're getting $20,000, you can't even spend it all. That's rich. Wouldn't you say that's rich? And higher than that, you have an inner contentment inside. This is rich. This is what you do. Let's see if I hit everything. The last thing. See, I want to touch on this too. See, people think they're like, I'm going to make a bunch of money and then I can help people. That's why I want to make the money. I want to help a bunch of people. They're using their mind to imagine how they're going to help the people, though. Is this glare bothering? I don't know. I want to make sure people aren't distracted as best as I can, though. The mind, that can be a subtle justification, the ego, to keep one trapped in the material world. Because they're like, nah, man, I'm making a bunch of money to help people. How are you going to help people, though? Where's the guidance that's showing you how to help people? Is it coming from the mind? There's all kinds of activists and wars going on in the name of helping people. It's like, no, don't you guys see? I'm trying to help people. And you're like trying to block me. In the name of helping people. This helping people has to come from inside. This guidance has to show you how to help people, in what way to help people. You don't just need to help people with money. You can help people with energy. You can help people in all kinds of ways. And some people, if you help them with money, you may rob them of a lesson from life that they need to experience, and that not having money is helping them experience. Maybe it's driving them deeper into their depths. We don't know. I'm not saying, see, the mind will hear that and say, oh, You know, if somebody's starving, he don't want to help them. The mind doesn't understand paradoxical things, but you higher level people do. Point is, we listen intuitively. You ever notice if there were homeless people on the street, one person you would feel to give to, but then another one, something just wouldn't feel to? There's just somehow something about it. Intuition's like, no, somehow, yeah, just keep going. That's what I'm talking about. We don't know the best thing to do in life. We have to get that from inside. Life's very spontaneous. There's no written rules like, yeah, this is the best thing to do. It might be for this moment. Next moment it might change. Semen retention, raising your vibration, helps you be tuned to reading the spontaneity of life. You give up your little ideas and plans and desires of what you think is best and how this works. And okay, you feeling me? Some of you are. All right, leave me any questions you have, and we'll do this again. All right, take care.